Hi, everyone. Welcome to 2019 Merry Moments at Womanscape. I want to thank each and every one of you for making this a fantastic 2019. It was an incredible year of inspiration for me on a personal level, so many different ways, but I hope also for you from a readership and viewer level. It was an exciting year. I'm going to give you a quick little recap, try to keep that to 2 minutes or so, and then I'm going to also have a grand reveal of what's happening that's super exciting for 2020. There's a lot of things, but a couple of highlights. So 2019 kicked it off really hard, training mode, the big challenge. We continued every month to give you what we felt were engaging, rich conversations around subjects that we believe matter in the world, how women and men can have conversations that bridge the gap, that we can learn from each other and build bridges across cultural connections and the divide I think that often we are seeing in the world. We want to heal that angry, stressful, anxious world out there. And so storytelling is a personal and great way to do it. So we continue to bring you what we thought were very interesting themes, but of course we kicked off the year with a lot of hiking. I set my sights in joining 16 other women, and we traveled north to Baffin Island, traversed 100 kilometers in the snow on snowshoes, enduring what we thought was an arduous event. I trained for months for this. We raised over $1 million. I don't think I've ever announced that officially. So pretty proud. Womanscape was there along the way. We sent all kinds of reports back that many of you watched, so thank you for that. But more importantly, we raised awareness and funds for military veterans. True Patriot Love is an incredible organization that we were proud to support and be a part of this past season, and we met all kinds of phenomenal people around that. Dr. Ken Hedges, who 50 years earlier had made a trek on the North Pole, spoke with us. We were inspired by all kinds of people that we met. So that was the big thing in sort of winter and kicking off really a personal journey for me that changed me forever. My takeaway was we need to choose something every year that we're afraid of and try to go and do it and conquer it. My advice to everyone this Christmas is to do that. Find a way to feel that there's a challenge out there for you to do, and when you succeed, it opens yet your eyes to something else out there that's possible for you to do, and you realize very quickly that anything is possible in the world if you work hard enough with it and you gather with people that are like-minded and dream. So the year was exciting. We chugged along. Our usual writers, Denise Benson, Alex Hilton, of course, Yara Zahib. We have a new writer coming on, Lise Flores, this year. Gosh, I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. Oh, and Erica Hilton, our WS Art Ambassador. They were part of all of this journey this year. In the summer, big news, we launched the beginning of WS Magazine. It was huge for us. We are a small shop working super hard, pedaling. And with Alex Hilton's help, we created what we think is a very beautiful and compelling magazine. We did a lot of testing, got a lot of feedback. We traveled in November to SOFA, an art show in Chicago, and we had the chance to speak and share and talk to people and look at how art really does transform the world. So that was wonderful. And then doing the Arctic and having this magazine up and running also opened the doors for me to do a little bit of speaking. So I'm really enjoying that, getting in front of audiences and largely groups of women, but some groups of women and men, sharing my experiences, what I'm learning through the Womanscape journey, personally, but also in a collective with another group of really incredibly inspiring, like-minded people. So sharing those stories was huge for me, and I was fortunate to go to China this year for 2 weeks with the China-Canada first ever women's business mission. So I traveled to Beijing and to Shanghai, and then some of the outlying cities that are a little smaller in population, so not quite 22 million or 30 million, more like 7 million in Hangzhou. And I saw some incredible landscape, and I met with women from China that are just kicking it. I learned so much about the culture and how much I didn't know and some of the assumptions that we have on this side of the pond. So a lot of these things I want to share in a more coordinated effort that you can sit down and you can read. So I'm working on a Letters from China group of writings that I would love to share with each of you. Truly, we need to do a better job beyond what we read in the news to understand how we're doing and to share really how much we have in common. It really unites us much more than it does divide us. We should not be divided in this world. So this year was transformative with the magazine, the hike, the opportunity to speak, and here we are running through the December season, and I can't believe it, we're into 2020 next year. So it promises to be an equally exciting year because we do have Lee's coming on to write for us. I'm always looking for one or two really excellent writers, so if you know anyone out there, please shoot me an email. But we do have a great platform. And the big aha this year, there's two, we will have our WS Magazine quarterly. I am hoping that you will reach into your pockets and support what we do so that we can continue to build more for women and girls and our WS Cares. WS Cares is part of Womanscape, and it's when we are out and discovering different groups and organizations or women that are doing special things to change the lives of women and girls, you understand very quickly that money is an important part of it. So we've made a number of donations, and we believe that the magazine is a great way for us to raise awareness. So you're going to see in the magazine Womanscape bottles, you're going to see some mugs, we're working on a jewelry piece, but different ways that you can support the magazine and subscribe to it, but also maybe purchase some things that you're going to like that will help us continue to do what we really want to build. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing, so look for the first magazine, Bliss. It comes out in January and you're going to love, love, love it. It's probably our most powerful work to date. But more importantly, I also want to tell you, in addition to raising funds for veterans this year in 2019, I'm super excited to announce that we are going to put I'm going to put my legs behind a really special cause. I met a young girl named Ava, and Ava is 7 years old. I don't think she turned 8 yet. She has an older sister, Clara. Her parents, Jennifer and Herman, are absolutely incredible. The special family is one that I hope that you will get to know through Ava's Angel Fund. I'll tell you more about it in January, but essentially in order to raise money, I've got to go and get my butt somewhere and do something that I'm afraid of, and that's going to be Kilimanjaro this year. So I'm going with 3 other women. We are flying to Amsterdam and then on to Tanzania on February 21st. We leave Toronto and we will be there for just under 2 weeks. The majority of the time, 10 days, will be spent doing the hike, acclimating, and doing the hike to the summit. I believe it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 15,000 feet. I hope I'm right about that. You can see I've got a lot of learning, but I am training. And then I'll do a safari for 3 days while we're there. And so I hope to have some really great pictures and get some video footage and share that with each and every one of you as well. So it's an exciting year ahead. I'll tell you more about how you can support what I'm doing for Kilimanjaro. But more importantly, hats off. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being readers, for watching, to listening me ramble sometimes, to helping me to discover and share some of the things around the world that I believe are super important for us to be sharing and talking about. I wish you all the best in holidays in the year ahead. I hope you take time out to rest. We are shutting down for the next 2 weeks, so you won't hear anything. It will be silent from Womanscape, and I hope that you're able to do the same. We live in a beautiful world that's full of all kinds of rich discoveries and incredible people in it. I want to thank you again and just let you know that I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you again in 2020. All the best, everyone. Take care.